right, Detroit. We are back. So we're here during year 3. We're 27, 21, and 1. We are technically in a wild card spot. In our last 10, we're 7, 2, and 1. We're getting to a hot streak here. I am gonna take some of your comments into perspective here. I moved Gavin up to the third line and as the third line center. I did switch out Berggren for Rasmussen. Veleno I put on the wing with Sprong. On that Gavin line, Comfort, Cop, Konechny, DeBrincat, Larkin, Raymond. So I think honestly, I mean, I don't know why Larkin is so low in points this year. But I think this is a decent setup for our lines. We've got a decent decor as well. I'm not too worried about that. And then Husso's playing okay. Blackwood's playing a lot better, but we expect Husso to have a solid end of the season. So, I mean, other than that, I mean, we are here. Let's see. How long do we have until the trade deadline? We've got 1 month. So, I think what I am looking at is in that month. In that month, I think we need to see production out of Larkin, and I think we need to see Moritz Seider as a plus player. So let's go ahead and see where he's sitting right now. Moritz Seider's a +5. So I think if that top line drops into minuses, I mean, like, we don't have defensemen that are like way up there. Wallman's a +5 somehow, which is really nice for us. But other than that, I mean, 24 points on Seider ain't bad. But that only +5 means that that line is giving up a decent amount of goals as well. So realistically, I think what we're going to expect is a plus player out of Seider and Larkin to kind of catch up in points. So how many points is he behind in games? I want him to be basically point per game for the next certain amount. So he's 11 back. So after this month, I still want him to be 11 back. So that's how we're going to run it. As long as he's at least 11 behind, then he stayed point per game for this whole month. That means he's contributing. So we're going to go ahead and get through this month here. I mean, realistically, we can just get up to the deadline. We're not going to make any differences in the 3 games before that. There we go. That's a pretty good streak we put together there. That's okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So automatically, this is a great month. This is a fantastic month no matter what. Even 3 losses isn't bad. Okay, so in that stretch, we went, what, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 and 4, 9 and 4. I'll take 9 and 4. That puts us 5 points out of the Sabres. That's a very good stretch of the month. Let's see where our contributions came from. Konechny is actually leading the team in points. Interesting. We got 3 different 25 goal scorers. We got Cop, Raymond, and DeBrincat. So where is Larkin now? Larkin is 16 points back. So he's not really contributing. We had 13 games, and he only got 7 points. That's interesting. But in that 13 game stretch, Moritz Seider went up +14. So that line is contributing on the defensive side now, which is always good to see. Konechny only at 40 penalty minutes for 62 games. That means we're staying out of the box, which is good. Our best shooter is Rasmussen, actually, since we put him in. He's played 15 games. He's gotten 3 goals, 6 points. Only taken 15 shots, though. So that's not too bad. Now that bottom line is really hurting us. Klim Kostin, Beauvillier, Berggren we took out, but -21 on Klim Kostin. Ouch. And -17 on Beauvillier. I got Beauvillier because he was good defensively, and somehow he just can't keep the puck out of the net on that line. Let's see. How are the goalies doing now? Husso's goals against dropped. His save percentage went up by 1. Blackwood is playing great. Not getting any goal support, because with those numbers and our team, he should probably have like 16 wins. 16 and 3, I would assume. So that's all right, though. We put together a really good month. 9 and 4. If we can do that again, if we can do that again, we'll be in the playoffs for sure. 45 win team, yeah, we'll be in the playoffs. So I mean, we don't have a first round pick. Honestly, let's just get into the trade deadline, see what we're looking at. I don't really think we have many other pieces to trade. I think this is how we have to win, though. Let's go ahead and see what the trade deadline is working with. So Uyghur is still there. They want a first line forward, though. Campus Lindholm is there. They want a first line forward. We're not going to be able to go for those guys. Rasmus Anderson's there, also a first line forward. He's only got 1 year left. Just go available here so we can see everybody. Oh, we got a trade. Dallas Stars. Smith and a 7th in exchange for Shillington? Really? Wow. Okay. Let's see. Now, here's the thing is I wouldn't go for someone like Brady Shea. We don't have a spot for Brady Shea. But we would have a spot for someone like Campus Lindholm or Mackenzie Uyghur. They're both X-Factor players. Same with Rasmus Anderson. We would have a spot for them, but I just don't think, like, for one, I'm not going to take on either of those contracts. Rasmus Anderson be the one. Riley Smith and Malkin to the Blue Jackets for O'Neill, Ritchie, and Watt. Interesting. So to me, Rasmus Anderson is the one defenseman we could go for. But I just don't think there's any way we could realistically make that work. It would just be upgrading a different defenseman. We're not getting rid of Palika. He's growing pretty great for us, so I don't want to get rid of him. It would probably be like upgrading a Hannafin, but even at that point, like, he doesn't have much trade value. They don't want him. They want McIsaac. I don't think he's gonna grow too much more. What about like a Hannafin, McIsaac? They have too many players. Could we take someone? You guys got any like weirdos with only 1 year left? Ujar Kyra. And then what about, you guys want all draft picks possible? What about like a 4th and a 5th from next year? That looks like it could go through. We're upgrading Hannafin. So we're also not locked into Hannafin for that long. We're upgrading him into an X-Factor defenseman instead. That we could re-sign if we really feel like it. Getting a depth player back in Jujar Kyra. We're probably not going to have a spot for McIsaac on the roster. And depth defenseman we can sign at cheap no matter what. And the 4th and the 5th really don't hold much value to me. Let's see if we can do that. Oh, the value just isn't there whatsoever. Yeah, because I mean, they want a first line forward, right? So I wonder... I think defense is our problem. I think we have a good enough offense. So what if we did, like, instead of McIsaac, do they want, like, Daniel Sprong, maybe? Because he's the guy that stands out to me. They do want Sprong. So what if we just downgrade Sprong a tiny little bit for a different third line forward? Like, they want to get rid of Patrick Kane. What if we just go get Patrick Kane, put him on that third line? What if we go like that? Sprong for Kane for a year? I mean, I don't mind that. He's got 52 points, Patrick Kane does. See, but to me, this is all rentals. I mean, we're not, like, upgrading our team for the future, because Kane might retire after this year. How old is he now? 37? He might retire after this year. Hannafin is only 29. Sprong is only 28. I mean, Anderson's only 29. We would still have him for, like, another 3 or 4 years. Is it worth it to get rid of Sprong? Kosa, 3rd and a 7th for Haig? No. We want Kosa for the future. No, I still don't even like that trade. I don't like it at all. Because say Comfer or Konechny want too much money, Sprong is a second line winger for us. Or say Cop wants too much money. So what are we looking at for... How long do these guys have? How long do the rest of our forwards have? Do we have any decent players on 1 years? No, we don't. So, like, we have everybody for next year. I was gonna say, like, if Konechny is only on 1 year left, or Cop is only on 1 year, or Comfer is only on 1 year, then theoretically, keeping Sprong would be smart, because then we wouldn't have to re-sign one of those guys. But the fact that they're all at 2 years and we guaranteed have pretty much the exact same team for next year, just a little bit better because the young guys are getting better. Then keeping Sprong has a lot less value because having him on the third line really doesn't do much. And signing a third line forward, if we're not going to have Kane or Sprong taking up that money, is going to be relatively cheap. We're going to have to re-sign Rasmus Andersson, which he's going to want like a $6 million deal. But at that point, we're pretty much replacing Sprong's contract with Andersson's. And then Hanifin is going to be freed up completely for a third liner. Yeah, I'm going to try to offer this. Sprong, a fourth and a fifth, and Hanifin for Andersson and Kane. Damn, they still don't want to do that. I mean, there's really no other players I could do, right? I mean, Mick Isaac would be the only one, but then we would have to... We wouldn't have to, apparently. Mick Isaac, Sprong, Hanifin for Andersson, Kane. We're not going to have room for Mick Isaac. He's a depth guy. We can sign those guys, no problem. Damn. Still no. Yeah, I mean, they want that first line forward. We're not going to be able to do it. We're just going to have to run with the team how it is. And honestly, I like the team how it is. There's no reason why we shouldn't be able to win. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not going to go for anyone like Seth Jones or Lindholm or Uyghur. They have way too longer contracts at that age. Dumoulin, second Dumoulin and a third. Yeah. I mean, I wish I could, like... Let's see, Uyghur for Comfer and Cop. Yeah, no. Not doing that. For Konechny in a first, no. No. For DeBrincat straight up, no. Larkin, no. And Raymond, no. Alright, so what about Lindholm? Probably same kind of things. It's just gonna be our 3 first liners, yeah. DeBrincat, Larkin, Raymond. No, we're not doing that. Let's see, for Rasmus Andersson, what would they want? Konechny, Veleno in a second. No. Comfort, Veleno in a second. No. Cop in a first. No. Yeah. Can't get him. Is there anyone that would even make our team better? I mean, like... Anyone, like, down here that we could put on, like, a third line instead of, like Victor Olofsson? Alex Iafallo? Iafallo wouldn't be too bad for that third line, or for that fourth line instead of Klim Kostin. Veleno in a sixth? No. Muse? Henry Muse. No. A second and a sixth I wouldn't be against, though. Yeah, we're gonna actually do that. I like the way that looks. Iafallo is a decent, Iafallo is definitely a decent, depth player for us. Okay. I'm okay with that. I'm good with that. Alright. I think we're done on the trade deadline. We boosted our offense by a little bit. Let's go ahead and take a look at the lines now, see what we got. Alright, so... Oh, don't advance day, please. Okay, we're good. We're in edit lines here. Now, Iafallo instead of Kostin. Yes, please. Alright, there we go. It's a rental. He's a +8, though, with 36 points. Yeah, okay. He was undrafted. Not bad. He has a great second line scheme fit. Wow. Interesting. All right. Yeah, I think we're good like that. I'm gonna leave Gavin up there. Rasmussen, Cop, Comfort, Konechny. Yeah, that all looks good to me. Okay. Yeah, I am good with that. Everything here looks good. Palika's a plus. Wallman's a plus. Edvinson's a plus. Larson's a minus, but that's it. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's our only minus on our defense. All right. So, I think it's just time to get into the rest of simulation. So, we're going to go ahead and get up to April 1st. I'm going to off-camera do the, once we get past this, I'm going to off-camera do the scouts again. Okay, we're 2-2, 3-2, 3-3. We don't need Chris Weidman. 4-3, 4-4, 4-5, 4-6. Just best lines it. Oh my god. Okay, so we actually do have something to worry about here. We are tied with the Hurricanes. This is a massive game right here. We need to win this game. All right, so you know what? We're going to get up to that game. Please don't lose this game. Okay. Okay, that's huge. Wait, that's huge. All right, so the Hurricanes are still at 85 points. We're at 89, so the Canadians are the team we got to worry about. The Senators are not going to be able to catch up to us unless they win out and we lose out, but I don't think that's going to happen. Where is Pittsburgh? Pittsburgh Penguins are at 58 points. I want 3 points out of these 4 games at least. We got 4. Okay. So we're not guaranteed a playoff spot yet. Unfortunately, we're actually not. We're 6 points ahead. Okay, we're a playoff team. We're not going to reach the 100 points again. The max we can reach is 99. The Senators, I'm not too worried about them. They're bottom of the division. This game is, we just need to try and get a point out of it. We got a point. Okay. And that point actually clinched our playoff spot. So we turned it around again. We were close to 500, like almost halfway through the season. We turned it around again. We're going to have probably a 95 point plus. The Panthers are at 103 points. They're a good team. And then the Sabres are right underneath us. So theoretically, we do want to beat them. But we locked ourselves in for the playoffs 3 years in a row. We beat the Panthers. We're 96 points. We're ahead of the Sabres. So, all right. We're good. Unfortunately, 96 points is only good enough for a wild card spot in the Eastern Conference and especially in the Atlantic Division. Whereas 96 points would have gotten us pretty much a guaranteed top 3 in every other division, but we were wild card in ours. But we made the playoffs again. So we're gonna go ahead and do a season wrap up once again. DeBrincat was an 87 point guy. Looks good. He was over point per game. He was an Iron Man, played all 82. Let's see, who played all 82? Okay. Not bad. Larkin only missed 2 games, and he picked it up. He was at 73 points at the end of the season, so that was good to see our captain step up. Sider had a much better year at 42 points plus 22. How did Iafallo do since coming over to us? That's what I want to know. Did he make a decent difference? He's a -1. I mean, he filled in for Costin with a -20. So, yeah, I think he made a difference. He wasn't a positive difference. He was just less of a negative difference. So that's good. That's definitely good. Our point leaders here, we've got DeBrincat at 87, Konechny at 85, Raymond at 81, 3 point per game players. Larkin picked it up a bit. Comfer had a good season at 71 points, 27 goal season. Comp as well. How many 20 goal scorers did we have? Wow, almost the full first page. We had 7 20 goal scorers. Sprung had himself a good year at 21 goals again. 3 different 30 goal scorers with DeBrincat and Raymond. So maybe Raymond can actually jump into the 90s next year. That would be pretty cool. Let's take a look at our goalies. Yeah, I mean, getting Blackwood as the backup actually made a massive difference this year. If we would have had a losing backup, we probably don't make the playoffs. So having Blackwood as the backup actually sealed our playoffs. Having those 14 wins instead of 10 actually gave us a playoff chance right there. So I'm really happy about the Blackwood signing. He definitely made a big difference. Jordan Gavin had a great year. Palika had a good year at 20 points as a rookie defenseman with a +8. and Jordan Gavin was 48 points. So actually, I want to look at the entire league. Can I do rookie skaters in the entire league? Oh, okay. So, yep, the 3 guys that pretty much went above him. Misa went above him, but I got the better deal. Michael Misa was a minus 42 on the Wild, but Vico here had a, wow, 51 goal season. Big tipper, all alone, big rig, close quarters, total. He's got all offensive. He's a power forward that just scores, man. He's a Jamie Benn kind of guy in his prime. 51 goals, better than Jamie Benn, honestly. Wow. Yeah, he's gonna be good. He's gonna go up to like an 87, 88 at the end of this season. He's gonna be good for the Kraken all of his career. He's gonna be great for the Kraken. But we had a lot of good rookies this year. Wow. Vico, Cox, Yui, Gavin, even Misa and Howe, like even though their plus minuses weren't good, they had good years. Same with Rati. Wow. Nice. Okay. And what about rookie goalies? Any rookie goalies? Dustin Wolf? Not bad. Yaroslav Askarov. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. And then some of these guys making their first ever starts. This guy, oh, 4 shots against. Never mind. He had an okay game. His was kind of rough. But yeah, Dustin Wolf, he had himself a good season. Wow, 88 overall. Whoa. He finally got his rookie season at an 88? What? Askarov had his rookie season at an 88? What the hell? Alright, I guess that's happening. Alright, well, the last thing we can take a look at is, eventually we will, but right here we're gonna go in. Now, this is our worst season so far, but 96 points is still a pretty good season. Only 3 wins off of 50. We can't complain about that. We didn't really take any to overtime. We lost a lot in regulation, but still not bad. 3.27, good for 5th in the division. Goals against per game at a 3, good for 3rd in the division. So we were a pretty good defensive team, actually. Power play percentage, seems like power plays are pretty low. Penalty kill was decent at an 81%. I'll take that. I like above 80 in this game. Okay. Time short-handed. Yep, okay. I mean, middle of the pack, the Tampa Bay Lightning didn't know how to stay out of the penalty box, but they were not that great of a team. 85 points. I mean, they were good for tied last in the division, so the teams have flipped. Maple Leafs up at the top, that makes sense. Panthers up there, all right. Bruins, Red Wings, Sabres, Canadians, Lightning, Senators. That's how the Atlantic Division rounded out. And we will go ahead and take a look at how the playoff tree is going to line up. And from there, I think we will go ahead and wait for the playoffs for the next video. So here we go. There we go. All 82 games have been played, I'm pretty sure. Yep, all 82. So let's see. Here we go. Who are we facing in the playoffs? We are facing the Toronto Maple Leafs. All right. So that's probably the hardest one we could have gotten for sure. Okay. That's going to be hard. That's going to be hard. What we'll go ahead and do is, we'll go ahead and view lines. We'll see who we're facing in Toronto. I'm assuming they have Marner and they have... Oh, wow. That first line's actually pretty good over there in Anaheim. Okay. Toronto Maple Leafs. Let's see what we have to overcome. Okay. So, they don't have Nylander anymore. But they do have Matthews and Marner, which is a heavy combo. What they got 10.7 tied up there. 13.2 tied up there. That's why their second line is a little bit weak. That's why they got to have an 83 and an 83 there, because they've got 24 million pretty much tied up in 2 players. Matthew Nyes, Robertson, Nicholas Robertson, not his good brother, Jimmy VC. I mean, so our depth is way better than theirs, but stopping Matthews, who had a 106-point season in only 69 games, if 53 goals in 69 games. If he would have played those 13, he might have been at 60. Wow. Actually, he definitely would have been at 60. Okay. That's going to be hard to stop. What about Mitchell Marner? 103 points. Yep. That sounds about right. All right, what's their defense looking like? Oh, we got them cooked on defense. Absolutely cooked. They don't have Samsonov. They have Philip Gustafson. Okay. And 86 with some X factors. Not bad. And their backup's pretty... He's decent. He looks like a backup to me. I think we got him on goalie and defense. It's just going to be stopping this power play. I mean, Tavares, Matthews, Marner. That's going to be hard. But... Tavares is old. He's slow. Hopefully we can just walk around him. It's gonna be a tough series. They were the best team in our division for a reason. All right, so there you guys have it. We have completed regular season number 3. We are on a 3-year playoff streak. We're starting up that winning way back in Detroit again. Now this is gonna be our toughest test yet. We got the Maple Leafs in round 1. If we can get past this, we can get past anything. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.